Hi, thought I'd check in and share a message with you today. I also had a couple of reminders that I wanted to give you guys. Um, but I just wanted to share with you that I had a really profound week this week, and I want to share my gratitude with you and a couple of lessons that I learned, and I thought we could all learn from these lessons too if you didn't get the same message I got. But I'm Beth Peters, psychic medium. If Since this is going to be on my public page, just in case y'all didn't know, I own my own business and do private readings and mediumship and private appointments and galleries and things like that. So in my work, in my business, a lot of clients this week, it was the same theme with some of the readings. So I thought I'd share what I learned. And one of the things I just want to tell you real quick is that this week has been absolutely amazing. So thank you to everyone who has shared my name in good faith and shared my information, because I have been really super busy this week and it's just been a very blessed week. So I want to tell you thank you to those that you that shared me. So thanks. Anyway, the common theme that I heard this week was a lot of people feeling kind of stuck, and they want to move in some kind of transition, may it be work or in their marriage or just where they are personally, and but they just didn't quite feel like they had the guidance to do that, but they could feel it. They could feel it in them. They were either unhappy where they were or they just wanted to make a change. So it seems to be in the air. So, what I took away from this was obviously I needed to learn something from this too, or all those clients wouldn't have been networked to me. One of the beautiful things about doing this work is that not only do I get to serve and do readings for such wonderful people, but you never ever stop learning. And in this work, you just never stop. I learn something literally every day from every reading, and I never stop being surprised. I mean, it's always a shock to me every time. I'm just like, especially with mediumship, I'm just like, that is so cool. So I always get a kick out of it. I'm always surprised. I always learn something new, and it just never gets old. So I'm really, really blessed for that. But the other good thing is that you learn something from the readings too. So you kind of have two bangs for the buck, or however you say that. I'm terrible with metaphors. But anyway, what I learned from this week is that I'm not going to say the cliche that life is short, because how do we really know how short life is? I don't think we have a comparison in data. So I'm not going to say that, but I will tell you that life is meant to be lived joyously. We are definitely, definitely put here, and I've received this through spirit, not just media and cliche, but we are definitely meant to live a joyous life. We are not meant to be unhappy. We are not meant to be in a hard place. And honestly, it doesn't matter what lessons you're supposed to learn in life, we're not supposed to be unhappy. Um, if we came here with some lessons or karmic lessons that we need to learn, the best thing to do is to learn them and get them done and get moving. The best way to get moving and get through lessons in life is to keep moving and be happy. The absolute goal should be to be happy. And if you're happy, then obviously you've learned your lessons. If you're still experiencing really hard times or misery or trauma or anything, lessons in life, then there's probably a change that needs to be made. I really believe in the law of attraction. I believe like attracts like, energy attracts energy. So if you're generally unhappy or in an unhappy situation and you feel this way, you're definitely going to attract more unhappy situations to back up your feelings. But if you place yourself in a situation where you're happy and you make the effort to make a change in anything, whatever it is, to better yourself, to grow, to be happy, to have more experiences, then you're going to attract more situations that give you that. And I know that sounds really simple, but in the readings, that the information I was getting, it really wasn't that simple. It was really deeper than that. A lot of people get comfortable where they are and they're afraid to make a change. That's like the biggest thing. But what I've learned is that as long as you put it out there, I'm talking the universe, whatever you want to call it, but you speak it out loud, even if you don't have a plan, you just say, I'm not real comfortable in the situation I'm in. I'm not sure what it is. I'm ready for a change. That's really all you have to do to get the ball rolling. And then the universe, however you want to say it, whoever you pray to, will conspire to make that happen. The ball will start rolling. All they need is just the go ahead, the okay. But if you think that you're meant to be punished, or you're meant to be unhappy, or you have to stay in this spot to learn some big lesson, chances are you've already learned the lesson and it's time to move on. So in that respect, I'd say, yeah, life is short. Be happy. We're meant to live our life joyously. Nothing is permanent. Your life should always be very, very, very fluid. And if it's not fluid, then you may need to make something to make it fluid. We should always be growing. We should always be walking forward. We should never be standing still. And we certainly should never be looking back, because we've already been there. There's no reason to do that. Every day is a new day to make a new decision and to make a different choice. It's a clean slate every day, and every day you're growing. I'm growing every day. I grow through you. It's amazing. I grow through my job. I grow through my relationships. I grow through my children. I learn lessons now from my adult children. I grow with my husband. I mean, I grow with people that are in the grocery store that I come across and just have an everyday conversation with. I'm just so grateful for the knowledge that there's so much out there for us to learn. I will tell you one of the things that I've noticed that can stop people in their tracks. There's nothing that will derail you quicker than sharing your desires of change, or maybe a goal, a little too soon with people. So what I learned this week, and it's a big theme, is to use discretion. Really use discretion. You know, this journey that we're on in life is personal. It's very, very personal. I mean, even personal between your family. You know, the people that you think are the closest to you. We are all put here to have our own journey, our own experience. And, you know, until you are standing really confidently in your decision and your feet are planted, and that was something that went in my door, maybe mail. Anyway, I'm in my office in Buckhead. That was weird. Wasn't a spirit. Anyway, but unless your feet are really planted in concrete and you're really confident with your decision, you have to be careful and use discretion who you share things with until you're ready. Yes, I definitely believe in speaking your truth, living authentically. So y'all don't have to write in and say, no, you're supposed to say it. You are supposed to say it. And saying it does manifest it quicker. This is true. Shouting it out, manifest it quicker. But I'm just saying, I've learned through some readings this week that if you're sharing with the wrong people at the wrong time, it can send you negative energy, and that can derail you. Whether they say it in your face or they say it behind your back, you're still receiving that negative energy, and that's just not good for your choices. So you may find yourself feeling that negative energy instead of actually getting the intuitive hits of what you need to do and what action you need to take to make progress in your change, whatever decision that is. You're always going to receive guidance. You can receive messages and guidance is just as good as I can. We're no different. We all have this ability. All you have to do is check in and listen. So I found talking to myself is the best thing. So if I have a decision to make, I literally, in the shower is a great place. Thank you, Carl Woodall, you taught me that. No, I was not in the shower with Carl. I'm just saying it's a great place to receive information. Don't take that the wrong way. But you know, you're vulnerable, you're in the shower, you can see this as a white light, just bathing your auric field, and you're clean, you're in a neutral place, and it's a great place to talk to yourself. And I received some of my best messages there. But just ask, like, for instance, hey, do I need to do such and such today? I can't even come up with something. I'm terrible about that. But the first thought that comes to your mind, I mean, the very first, sometimes it's even done before you're finished asking the question, is the answer. So don't question it. That's where we mess ourselves up, because sometimes we'll hear it because it's so quick, but then we'll go back and go, wait, did I just make that up because that's what I wanted to hear? No, don't do that. We are really, really receiving guidance. That is the answer. Trust it. Go with it. Just for fun, just for me, do it an entire day. Test yourself. Every immediate answer you get, go with it. Test yourself. And at the end of the day, check back in and see how it went. I promise you, without a doubt, you are receiving messages. And that's the best way to know what action steps you need to take toward a change. Even if you don't have an idea of what to do, that's actually a good thing. The more neutral you are, the less in control you try to be, and the more you actually give it out to the universe, the better off you are. When we try to control it, when we box ourselves into thoughts, we cut ourselves off at the knees. And I'll be honest with you, your guides, your angelic realm, your spiritual team that you work with that's always got your best interest at heart wants far more for you than you could ever probably ask for. So I can guarantee you that when you're asking, you're not asking enough. There's always more. So I would encourage you not to get boxed in ideas and try to control what specifically you think is the way you should do something. I would be very open to the receiving. And again, I've learned this in the messages this week, and just put it out there and ask what you need to know. So I hope all this makes sense. It's a little bit of a round robin, but it's been a really interesting week, and this has been the theme. And I would say that the testimony that I built from this week is that we need to keep our personal journeys personal sometimes. Sometimes not everybody needs to know. We don't always have to be an open book. Yes, we should live authentically, but we should also safeguard our personal feelings and just be a little careful with them. Negative energy is not fun, so don't put yourself in that situation. Also, aspire to get the most out of life. You know, one of my favorite sayings from Louise Hay is, life is always working out for me. I am so grateful because life is always working out for me. And that's really true. I have a testimony of that. Life is always working out. It's always working out for my highest good. Even if I don't see it for the moment, and you know it too, because you know life really does always work out for you. So believe that and say that. And the more you say it, the more you're going to attract good things into your life, because you're admitting that life is always working out for you. Like attracts like. This is not woo-woo. This is real. This is real. I don't think I'd go as far as to say it's science, but maybe it is. You science people out there can tell me maybe it is, but I know it's real. And I receive messages all day long about this, and I get to experience this through people that I coach. And thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. Thank you for letting me be a part of your journey. Thank you for trusting me, and thank you for sharing my name. I'm so blessed. Okay, so last things I'm saying is just an announcement. I'm going to be doing a special gallery at Kathy Burrows Psychic Development weekend, this weekend. It's actually, I'm doing it Saturday night. Her entire Psychic Development weekend in Clarkston, Georgia is all weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And you can still sign up for her workshop. It's not too late. And that's posted on my Facebook pages. Just look for Kathy Burrows, and she's wearing a cute little boa around her neck. I shared that, and so you can sign up for that. And then for me, I did a private event post for my gallery that night, and that's going to be from 8 to 10 p.m. It is open to the public. It's $35 a person. So bring a friend, bring a date. It is mediumship. So if you've got some curiosities of maybe people that have passed from this physical plane, animals included, come see me, come spend the night with me, and the gallery, 8 to 10. And it'll be a big group reading, and we'll see what we can get. And that's explained on my page as well. And also, if you'd like to go have dinner with all of us, Kathy and her psychic development students from the workshop that weekend, this weekend, we're going to Kathmandu in Clarkston. I think it's in the Clarkston Village Shopping Center. I've never been, but I hear they have amazing food, Indian cuisine style food. Nepal, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, sorry, food, but we're going to meet there at 6:30. We're going to leave Kathy's house at 6, and the directions for all that are posted in my event. So if you'd like to come have dinner, let me know. We'll save you a seat at the dinner table, and we can all have dinner together and collaborate and have some really cool fellowship, which that's another thing I love about this job. I love the fellowship. I love talking and meeting people like you, and having relationships and forming friendships, and it's probably the best thing in the world. I love it. It's great. I'm surrounded by amazing people all the time in my life, and I couldn't be any happier because it's positive everywhere I go. Like attracts like. So that's this weekend. The gallery is on I think that's the 27th, Saturday, the 27th, August 27th. And I forgot to mention, I'm actually a guest teacher for Kathy that day on Saturday as well. So I'm going to teach 2 hours psychic development. It's just a little crash course, just a little mini taste, and we're going to be doing some practice, some back and forth practice together. So if you'd like to come learn some psychic development mediumship, I'm also teaching that weekend. And I will be available hopefully Sunday too, but Saturday and Sunday for private readings there if you'd like to do that as well. I think that's it. Just check the events on my page and share them if you don't mind. And if I don't see you this weekend, I hope you have a fabulous weekend and a great start to next week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.